There is no man as tragic as this man. He wanted to die and jumped on Han River, but he didn't die, and flew to a desert island right in the middle of the city. He wanted to climb up to the opposite building to change the new way to die. As a result, there is no way out. He also could not climb up. He called the police. The policeman thought that he's insane. He called his ex-wife, but she had ignored him for a long time. Thus, he intended to swim across the river to the bank, but he could not swim, also was nearly dying. Finally, he saw the ship coming across. He tried to wave his hands. There is someone saw him. But that man was happily to wave back to him. He's absolutely hopeless, and decided to kill himself here. He tied the cravat to have a loop, and intended to leave everything. Suddenly, he wanna pee first. When he was dissoluting, he saw a bunch of red flowers, so he picked a flower and taste. So sweet. That's the taste of what he ate when he's a boy. All of a sudden, he didn't wanna die again, but how to live is a big problem. He himself made the net to catch fish, but he only could catch air. He used the fork to catch fish, but stabbed on his foot. So hurt. He wanna catch mallard, but he had been revealed before he approached them. He wanna steal bird eggs, but he could not climb tree. At last, he picked some left over. He drank water for the thirsty and ate mushroom for hunger. He imitated the ancient people to make use of friction to make fire, but there was no fire no matter what. It cannot be like a lighter. He could not leave and had to wait for the rescuing crew. He is Seong Jun, a loser. The other may not have money, but he has got a huge debt. His wife abandoned him. Living is like suffering to him. But now he felt quite good. Because, at least, he didn't have to be cringe. He didn't have to suffer all kinds of pressure. He did his best in 7 years but still could not buy a house. Here, he had his own house. He changed the word, help, on the bank into, hello. From then on, his life is luckier. He washed his hair with the picked shampoo. That poisoned some fish. That's why he had fish for eating. Poisonous fishes also poisoned the birds. Then he had bird for eating, comparing bird to fish. He still preferred bird. From then on, this modern version of Robinson started a pleased life on the desert island, until the day he found the wrapper of a mixed noodle package. There was still the sachet of spice left. He started not to be pleased anymore. Being entirely satiated with meat and fish, now he wanna eat a bowl of mixed noodle. This thought also appeared in his dream. So he started his plan to make mixed noodle. He didn't know that his activities have been stalked by a girl. There was no weird girl like her. She lived in the dark. There were 3 years since she stepped out. There were full of garbage in her room. She locked her room and restricted anyone to enter. She only talked to her mom via messenger. Her mom put the set of food in front of the door. She only slept into the narrow wardrobe. This weird girl only opened the curtains twice a year. In spring and autumn when the Air Force have drills. She used her camera to capture the life out there. By accident saw the SOS signal on the island. Also the suicide man. Was he an alien? She's scared and went backward, closed the curtains and hid in the wardrobe. But the curiosity made her observe him more. What was he doing? The girl got more and more curious. This man's appearance shuffled her life. She started to stalk him. She found out that this man was doing mixed noodle. What a pity. He failed. He grounded the ingredients into powder but could not make a dough. He might be quite smart. He thought about bird droppings. There are undigested seeds in the droppings. He started to be excited to collect the droppings, laughing like a kid. Then he started to reclaim wasted land. He buried bird droppings into the soil and fertilized with his dung. Because of making mixed noodle, this man reclaimed all the island. Also put a scarecrow on his field. Unconsciously she observed this man for 2 months. She still doubt that this man was an alien. Chicken-hearted but adventurous, liked to eat dirty food, having many disgusting actions, having a crazy desire with mixed noodle. She summed up her features and decided to exchange pointers with this alien. So she drew her plan. When it's dark, she wore up and fled away. She threw a bottle with a letter included into the Han River. But after many days, he hasn't replied yet. 3 months later, his life got better and better. The duck-shaped house felt like home. He's not weak anymore but became the specialist in surviving, climbing like a monkey. Every morning, he had a fried egg, some salt extracted from sweat, making some tea from leaves. The life was so chilling. On that day, finally, he got the bottle. He opened it and realized there was someone observing him. So he replied. 3 months 7 days. Finally, she got the reply. She's happy and waved the man in the pictures. Since then, they have a weird mean to communicate. After thinking about this for a long time, the girl decided to order food for him. I have never seen such a desperate shipper. The address is somewhere in a desert island. He was scolding while ride the duck boat. There is no more choice. The mission of a shipper is delivering good to the address. Getting on the island, the shipper was surprised. There was someone really living here. After seeing the man, he got more puzzled. The shipper left the mixed noodle, didn't care about the bowl and ran away, but he has been called. The man denied to receive the food. This might be the shipment made him angriest ever. The man asked the shipper to tell the girl. To him, the mixed noodle is some kind of hope. Yes. Is there anything hotter than a hope? This is the first time she have came out to meet her mom in 3 years. She wanna grow corn. She also wanna grow the seeds of hope. Then, that was the time for corn harvesting. He prepare all kinds of ingredient. He ground corn into powder. And made the dough and the noodle, put noodles into the pot. He got the spice sachet. He has been waiting for this moment for several months. Finally, he could eat the mixed noodle that he's dreamed about. He cried in laughing. Is this the taste of hope? Looking at the picture, the girl also was happy for him. She grew hope in her room. The man wanna know who is the one spending all the hard time with him. The girl quite hesitated. She printed a picture of someone else and put it in the bottle, but finally, she didn't throw it. Not so long after that, there was a storm approaching the city. A rain swept his everything away. His home, took his hope away. Seeing that, the girl hurt so much. He was also more desperate because he was discovered. The rescue crew wanna take him out. He didn't wanna go. He begged them to let him stay. He also wanna see his friend. But finally, he was taken away. He was brought to the city that he could not integrate. He really wanna think about the death again. The girl knew that he's been waiting for her. This is the first time, after 3 years in the darkness. She's under the sunlight. She didn't care anything and chased. She wanna let him know that person was her. Even though this world made you insecure, but now, she has got enough braveness. This braveness was from that man. Unfortunately, she could not catch that car. Her hope has gone away. Then, the alarm rang. All the cars on the street stopped. She saw the hope again. She ran her best under the sunlight. This time, she could catch him up. Finally, 2 desperate peoples helped each other. Actually, each of us is a lonely island, even though we were swallowed by the darkness. Remember, living is having hope.